This is the L2C Media Network. And this is the L2C Sport Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley. Brought to you by the L2C Media Network. Now, the headlines, the details on a wild night in sports and day in sports. Here's Steve the Baxman Baxley. You called? Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's Steve Baxley here with you. Congratulations on finding the show. And we want to thank the NHL and the NBA for ending their shows or ending their playoffs tonight. We do have one team moving on in the playoffs. That, of course, is, well, we're going to save that for a surprise right now. Let's do this. And here we go. By the way, don't look. They've redone it, and if you've got the new one already, like I have, it's cool. It's fun. It's exciting. Okay, let's get to why we're here, and that's give you all the headlines. Just what are the headlines, you may be asking yourself. And you may ask yourself, what are these headlines you speak of? Well, we walk out. His career may be stalled. We'll explain. We got your baseball, your basketball, your hockey highlight. Well, not highlights, but scores. A lot more that we're going to give you. And it all starts right here, right now, baby. So get it together, folk. Get it together, n'est-ce pas? Supper. I created supper today, and oh boy, it is not agreeing with me. So we come to you pretty good today. I'm feeling good. Glad you're here. Let's get on with it. By the way, the new Facebook page, new Facebook looks very good. It replaces the old one, which is being phased out. So here we go. Shall we begin? Okay, I forgot. Anyway, the NBA had their draft lottery. Well, where did the Pistons figure out? Remember, the NHL had their draft lottery. Detroit picks fourth. So, how did they go? How did they do? Well, let's go 14 and up. Boston Celtics get the 14th pick from Memphis. 13th, New Orleans Pelicans. 12th, the Sacramento Kings. 11th, the San Antonio Spurs. 10th, the Phoenix Suns. Washington Wizards. 9th, New York Knicks. 8th, and the Pistons. 7th. Atlanta Hawks. 6th. Cleveland Cavaliers. 5th. Chicago Bulls. 4th. Hornets. 5th. Golden State Warriors, or not 5th, 3rd. Golden State Warriors 2nd. And the Minnesota Timberwolves get the top spot. So who are the winners and the losers? Well, yeah. Well, James Dolan is a bad owner, and the team is mainly a joke. They had double the chances of picking eighth than they did picking in top six, but that's not what New York fans wanted to hear right now. Last year's dreams of pairing Zion Williamson with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving went down the toilet on lottery night, and this year, any hopes of landing LaMelo Ball or another top prospect dashed again as well, unless they choose to be part with an asset via trade. Even point guard De'Aaron Fox, who represented the Kings at the lottery, joined in on the schadenfreude of the Knicks' misery on Twitter, saying it best. They sick. I know, they sick. Now, the Knicks still haven't had a number one overall draft pick since they selected Patrick Ewing in '85. And they'll have to hope that whomever comes away with this year works out better than recent lottery picks. Kevin Knox, number 8, and Frank Nikita Telinka, number 9. The big winner, the Golden State Warriors. They may not have gotten the top pick, but snagging number 2 serves the same purpose. They do end up picking Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball. Edwards seems like the best fit. He's a refined scorer who has an NBA-ready body and can play the wing. Team president Bob Myers says he's looking for a player who can contribute now as well as help build for the future. Who isn't? LaMelo Ball, he has one handicap. His father. Another loser besides Detroit, the Cavs. They have the second worst record in the NBA this season, while Colin Sexton made a significant leap and Kevin Porter Jr. showed flashes of success. They still don't look to have a future superstar in the mix. Top 3 may have gotten one for them, but by falling to number 5, they may have missed out on their chance. A higher pick also may have gone a long way towards enticing a team to take Kevin Love's contract off their hands. But number 5 is in what was considered to be a weak draft is probably going to be a harder sell. This was the biggest drop from pre-lottery odds of the night. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they're your big winners. They got the lottery, and they won probably, well, I'm not going to say it, but in some ways, they may have gotten the number 1 draft pick, but now the question is, do they choose a kid whose father is, well, over-exemptuous? Or do they go for someone who's not into it like low ball? We'll find out. Another big loser, the Pistons. Things were already bleak in Detroit, and this doesn't help. The Pistons had the 5th best chance of landing the number 1 pick, but they ended up at number 7, where it will be hard to find a potential superstar the roster so desperately needs. With Blake Griffin's health issues and lack of young talent, this rebuild is going to be big. And how about the biggest loser? During the NBA draft lottery show on ESPN, Anthony Edwards and Low Ball were given a brief amount of airtime to talk about themselves as prospects. Ball was on first and talked about his growth as a person, as a player, and as a player while playing professionally in Australia. And then the focus turned to Edwards, who didn't exactly instill confidence in those hoping to select him in October. When asked what he learned as a freshman in Georgia, he said he learned how to deal with bad performances, following that up with, I feel like I had a lot of bad games. Yeah. You can sense his publicist off camera going, oy vey. Won't hurt his draft stock, but it probably wasn't the best first impression for Edwards to make on his future fan base, wherever it may be. Another winner was the Chicago Bulls. They fired. They've undergone massive changes in the front office. They fired Coach Jim Boylan this offseason. So, well, Good luck to the Bulls. Yahoo. As I say, but Detroit, once again, they picked fourth in the NHL. They picked seventh in the NBA. Speaking of which, let's get you to the NBA scorecard, the NBA scores from the playoffs first round. And here we go. Miami Heat defeated the Indiana Pacers 109-100. Robinson from Miami, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And Oladipo for Indiana, 22 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. The Rockets' red glare just bombed the Thunder, 111-98. Gilgeous Alexander, 31 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for OKC. Harden for Houston, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Bucks over the Magic, 111-96. Bukovic for Orlando, 32 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. And Antetokounmpo for Milwaukee, 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 5 assists. And in the game that was on TNT, no, it was on ESPN, pardon. Lakers even up the series with the Trailblazers, 111-88. Lillard for Portland, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Davis for the Lakers, 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Now you're probably saying to yourself, hey, who's zooming whom here? You didn't mention game-wise. Well, I'm here to do that. As we begin with a grin. Let's begin with a grin, kids, and see where the standing or the first round has the action in the NBA. First off, since we're a little early in the NBA's section, let's go to the playoff section. Show you what or how they did so far. Now the 2020 playoffs. Okay, we're waiting for the little banner. There we are. And right now, West, Lakers, Trailblazers, they're even at 1 apiece. How about the Rockets versus the Thunder? Yeah. Lakers and Portland are tied 1 game apiece. Houston leads Oklahoma City 2-0. The Denver and Utah, they've split it 1 up. That series is tied at 1. Clippers, Dallas, their series is tied at 1 in the West. Let's go to the East. Milwaukee and Orlando are tied 1 up. In the East, Miami has a 2-0 lead over Indiana. Boston has a 2-0 lead over Philadelphia. And the defending NBA champion Toronto Raptors have a 2-0 lead over Brooklyn. So the event do continue. Ain't that the blessed? And by the way, the NBA Finals begin September 30th on ABC. So there you go. The NBA first round continues. Lillard has a dislocated finger. He may not play tomorrow. He may not play in Game 3. If he does, it'll probably be sporadically. Right now, let's give you the NBA playoffs. That's right. Yeah, let's. Well, up. There we go. Okay, let's give you a look at the NBA playoff little chemin de foop, if you will. See where things go in the playoffs. We'll get more scores for you as we continue on. And we do it with a lot of heart. Don't we? Yes, we do. So you got all the playoff games. Playoffs continue tomorrow, I do believe, and then Saturday as well. So everything is beautiful in its own way. By the way, December 1st, start for 2020-2021 season is now unlikely. And if we can capture the thank you, boys. Thank you very much. I now know why we have to delay on something. We have to vamp on some things. So let's go to the hop. Game 2 for the Lakers and Trailblazers. Oh, that already happened. Game 3 for Lakers and Trailblazers will be Saturday at 8:30 p.m. You can catch that game on ABC. Clippers and Mavericks will play Game 3 Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Nuggets versus the Jazz will be Friday at 4 on TNT. Rockets and Thunder will be Saturday, August 22nd at 6 on ESPN. Eastern Conference, Game 3, Saturday, August 22nd at 1 on TNT. Game 3, the Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets. You can see that on NBA TV at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Celtics and the 76ers will be Friday, 6:30 p.m. on TNT. And the Indiana Pacers take on the Miami Heat in Game 3 of their action Saturday at 3:30 p.m. on TNT, followed by, of course, AEW Saturday Night Dynamite at the Legacy Hour of 6:05 or whenever the game ends. All right, let's keep it in the wheelhouse. We have an advancement right now. Let's give you the action-packed excitement. Well, we got some advancements. Excuse us. Right now, the game that is still going on, the Dallas Stars lead the Calgary Flames by a score of 5-3 with about, let's say, that's 5 minutes remaining. Dallas leads the series 3-2. Islanders not only blanked the Capitals, but eliminated them. Islanders beat the Capitals 4-0. They win the series 4-1. All the 3 stars are from the Islanders. Bailey, Varlamov, and Bouvier. Let's give you the bracket for the first round as we have some advancers. And after last night, plenty more advancers. So if we got it all, let's do it all. Now in the Eastern Conference, Philadelphia Flyers lead Montreal Canadiens 3-2. The Tampa Bay Lightning have eliminated the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1. The New York Islanders have also advanced, beating the Washington Capitals 4-1. The Boston Bruins did the same thing. They beat the Carolina Hurricanes 4-1. Now in the Western Conference, the Vegas Golden Knights took out Linda Steele's Blackhawks by a series 4-1. Colorado Avalanche eliminated the Arizona Coyotes 4-1. Dallas Stars lead the Calgary Flames 3-2. If Dallas wins, it's all over for Calgary. And the Vancouver Canucks lead the defending Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues 3-2. Wow. So there you go. In the first round, let's see. It'll be the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see. The Lightning take on the winner of the Flyers-Canadiens game. And the Islanders will take on the Bruins in round 2. So there you have it. Glad we can help you. We do our best. By the way, the 3 stars were, I've already made mention of that. So there you go. Let's go from the hockey and the b-ball to that which is thrown and hit with a bat. That's right. It's time for baseball. And let's give you the scores for baseball. And wow. That's all I'm going to say is now, good boy. Okay. Let's get you some scores for Major League Baseball right now as we slowly and truly get going. Yeah. At the end of 10 and at the end of the final, it is now a final. San Diego Padres beat the Texas Rangers 8-7. Trevino, we don't have the winners and losers yet in the Rangers-Padres game, but we will give you the players of that game. Hosmer, San Diego, first baseman, 2 for 4, a run, a homer, 4 RBIs, and a walk. Lamet, the San Diego pitcher, pitched 5 full, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, got 9 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Bottom of the 8th inning, it is the Oakland Athletics over the Arizona Diamondbacks, 5-1, 5-7-0 for the A's, 1-6-0 for the DBs. In the top of the 6th inning, the San Francisco Giants are mollywopping the floor with the California Angels, 9-4. 9-10-0 for the Giants, 4-9-0 for the Angels. Final scores, we got them for you. The Tampa Bay Rays, man, this must be Tampa Bay's night tonight. Tampa beat up on a good NHL team, and now they just did the same thing to the Yankees in the baseball world. 10-5 final score, Rays over the Yanks. 10-8-0 for the Rays, 5-10-0 for the Yanks. Castillo is your winner. He's 2-0 for the Rays. Ottavino is the loser for the Yankees. He split a pair, 2-2. Paxton for the Yanks, the pitcher, pitched 5 full innings, gave up 1 hit, 3 earned runs, got 8 strikeouts and 4 walks. Voit, the first baseman for the Yanks, 3 for 5. 2 runs, Hobart, 2 RBIs. Blue Jays defeated the Phillies 3-2, 3-11-1 for the Jays, 2-6-0 for the Phils. Romano got the win for the Blue Jays. He's 2-1. Guerrera gets a loss. He's 1-3. Harper, the right fielder for the Phillies, went 1 for 3, a run, a homer, and an RBI. Romano, the Toronto pitcher, pitched 1 full inning, gave up nothing. No hits, no earned runs, got 3 strikeouts, and no walks. Oh boy. What are the Tigers going to do now? They got blanked by the White Sox, who swept that series by a score of 9-0, 9-12-1 for the Sox, 0-5-0 for the Tigers. Well, I had to wait for a ball game to end to get my show started. Giolito gets the win. He split a pair, 2-2, and Turnbull also split a pair in the loss. He's also 2-2. Giolito for the White Sox. The pitcher pitched a full 7, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, 13 strikeouts he got, and 1 walk. Jimenez, the left fielder for Chicago, went 3 for 4, 2 runs, a homer, 2 RBIs, and a walk. We'll update the standings for you in a little bit. But here we go. Go. Astros beat the Rockies 10-8, 10-10-0 for the Stros, 8-14-1 for the Rocks. Paredes gets the win for the Stros. He's 1-0. Marquez suffers his 4th loss. For Rockies, he's 2-4, and Presley gave the Astros his 3rd save. McMahon, the Colorado first baseman, went 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 homers, 4 ribs, and 2 walks. Paredes, by the dashboard light, was a good pitched good inning. No hits given up, no earned runs given up, no strikeouts, but a walk. In the second game of the Phillies-Blue Jays doubleheader, Blue Jays swept it 9-8, 9-8-0 for Jays. 9-8-0 for Jays, 8-9-2 for the Phils. K, the winner for the Jays, he's 2-0, and Neris split it with the Phils. He's 1-1. Hernandez, the Toronto right fielder, went 2 for 3. Gave up 2 runs, a homer. Or excuse me, not give up, but he got 2 runs, a homer, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Tilias for Toronto, first baseman, 3 for 4. 2 runs, a homer, and 3 RBIs. Cleveland Indians over the Pittsburgh Pirates 2-0, 2-7-1 for the Indians, 0-7-1 for the Pirates. Bieber got the win, his 5th of the season. He's 5-0. Williams suffers a loss. One second, please. Mom! Okay. Forgive me, folks. Had to do some noise outside our little studios here. I'd check it out. So, hi there. Okay, I don't know. Try again. Indians beat the Pirates 2-0, 2-7-1 for Cleveland, 0-7-1 for the Pirates. Bieber with the win, his fifth. Williams suffers the terrible loss for the Pirates. He's 1-4. Hand got the save, his seventh. Hand pitched one full inning. Didn't give up a hit or an earned run. Got 2 strikeouts and no walks. Bieber, the winning pitcher, pitched a full 6. Gave up 6 hits, no earned runs. Got 11 strikeouts and no walks. Twins overpowered the Brewers 7-1, 7-13-0 for the Twins, 1-5-1 for the Brewers. Barrios, your winner for the Twins. He's 2-3. Woodruff, the loser for the Brews. He's 1-2. Players of the game: Cruz for Minnesota, designated hitter, went 1 for 4. There we go. Barrios, the pitcher for Minnesota, 6 full, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, got 9 strikeouts and a walk. Dodgers beat the Mariners 6-1, 6-7-1 for the Dodgers, 1-4-0 for the Mariners. Kershaw gets the win. He's 3-1. Kikuchi got the loss. He's 0-2. Kershaw got player of the game nods. Pitcher went 7 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, got 11 strikeouts and 1 walk. Bellinger, the center fielder, went 2 for 3. Run, a homer, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Red Sox got revenge on the Orioles, 7-1, 7-12-0 for the Red Sox, 1-5-0 for the Orioles. Eovaldi gets the win for the Red Sox. He's 2-2, split him twice. And Wojciechowski got the loss for the Orioles. He's 1-3. Moreland got player of the game nod for Boston. The first baseman went 2 for 4. Got a run, a homer, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Eovaldi, the Boston pitcher, pitched 7 full, gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Cardinals beat the Reds 5-4, 5-7-2 for the Cards, 4-8-0 for the Reds. Elledge got the win. He's 1-0. And Iglesias got the loss. He's 1-2 for the Reds. Wainwright for St. Louis, the pitcher. Not a bad job. 7 full, gave up 6 hits, 2 earned runs, got 4 strikeouts and no walks. Gray for Cincinnati, their pitcher, went 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, got 6 strikeouts and 4 walks. Mets and Marlins were postponed. Okay, it's 12:22. We're going to try to once again get everything right. We may go over time because, well, I'm going to say we're going to, we got to complete an entire broadcast because we had to, we had to do a little door closing, little window. Let's get back on our headline bopper. And by the way, Nick Rekieta, live from Florida this week, has a good show. And he's got a great guest. He's been on for 23 minutes on the Rekieta Law channel here on YouTube. It's Lost Blinging the Interwebs. And he does have a guest known as Null. Okay. And, of course, the reason the Mets and Marlins were postponed is because the Mets had a player and a staff member test positive for COVID-19. So the scheduled game for tonight and Friday have both been postponed. It's unclear if the Mets will be able to play the Yankees on either Saturday or Sunday if MLB follows the same playbook they employed last week when the Reds had a player test positive. and it's very unlikely the Mets will play again until Tuesday at the earliest. They have already departed from its approach in one notable way. The league is allowing the Mets to fly home, unlike with the Reds. The league's contact tracing determined the player who tested positive has had much contact with teammates, minimizing the perceived risk, according to Ken Rosenthal of theathletic.com. Okay, I think we can do it there. All right. Let's keep going, folk. Oregon is refuting the quote from Guis in a report. And once again, our guys did not hit the right button. Can we get to...
This is a weekly test of the emergency alert system.
Mom? Anyway.
This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
You know what? I hate it when I'm alone here. Anyway. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay. Thank you. Okay, now we're all ready for this. The Toronto Blue Jays have apologized after several of their players wore T-shirts poking fun at the team's displacement from Toronto this season. Multiple Jay players have been seen wearing homeless Jays shirts recently, and those shirts have sparked some backlash. Hey, Mino can speak good on this. Now, those shirts have sparked some backlash due to their perceived insensitivity. The team said the shirts have been banned moving forward. The Blue Jays take accountability. We do this right. Boom, boom. Thank you. Let's cut that off. Quote, the Blue Jays take accountability for ensuring negative stereotypes are not perpetuated and for supporting marginalized groups in our community, said the Jays in a statement. The club has addressed the issues of the T-shirts with our players, and they will not be worn again. In fact, if you want to know what the shirts look like, go to the Twitter of Anthony Bass. Just before the start of the season, of course, Blue Jays were denied clearance to play in Toronto, their homeland. Due to border restrictions and quarantine protocols, they're left to search for a new home stadium this season, and you know the rest. So there you go. So an apology and an apology of an apology. Okay, we're going to play this out for about... We're going to end the show at 12:35. So we are going to go long. Striking, but good. And as you know, his apology for the homophobic slur, afterwards, he was suspended until further notice by Fox Sports Ohio, which, along with other Fox Sports regional networks, recently purchased by Sinclair Broadcasting. But now you can add the NFL on Fox. And he's going to have a long time to think about it. Tom Brenneman's use of a homophobic slur during Game 1 of Wednesday night's Reds-Royals double dip has resulted in him not only losing his gig with the Reds, but he has just lost his gig at the NFL on Fox. On Thursday, Fox announced that Brennan will not be a part of their 2020 NFL schedule, calling this language abhorrent, unacceptable, and not representative of the values of Fox Sports. Brennan had been a full-time part of the NFL on Fox since 2009, though he started calling NFL games for the network back in 94. He was also Fox's voice of the BCS when the network had the rights to that package and was a longtime part of MLB on Fox. He worked with various partners over the years, and the 2020 NFL on Fox lineup of broadcast crews has yet to be announced, but was beginning to take shape following several months of departures and new hires. Without Brennan and Spielman in the lineup, Fox's NFL teams could look like this: Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Kevin Burkhardt, Daryl Johnson, keeping the seat warm for Greg Olson, Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Adam Amin, and Mark Schlereth. Either Chris Myers or Dick Stockton could work with Spielman now that Brennan is out of the picture temporarily or permanently, and someone like Greg Jennings could be paired with the other. It certainly seems like it would be the easiest course of action for Fox and will certainly get the job done without further shaking up their lineup. Season begins on September. We got some news as well, folks, on the other side of the darkness. Brandon Marshall will be joining FS1's First Things First. Fox Sports announced that the former NFL receiver is the latest host of First Things First, a network morning show hosted by Nick Wright, Kevin Wilds, and Jenna Wolf. Starting Monday, it's live sort of radio TV blessedness. Marshall's media career started back when he was still playing with the Bears as he joined Showtime's Inside the NFL back in 2014. Marshall believed that entry into the media would lead to his trade to the Jets. In addition to his working inside the NFL, Marshall worked as an analyst for CBS prior to Super Bowl 50 and partnered with the NBC Sports Regional Sports Networks last fall on a multi-platform mental health initiative called Headstrong. Now, in addition to his work on First Things First, Fox Sports 1's live morning broadcast, Marshall will continue as a panelist on Inside the NFL. 36-year-old Marshall last played in the NFL back in 2018, making 11 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown for the Seahawks. They cut him in November 1st, and Marshall signed with the Saints, who cut him a month later after Marshall appeared in no games for the team. Good luck. And this will indeed be a good fit for him, assuming that he's able to stand out for Impact, which I think he will. And of course, these stories coming from our friends at awfulannouncing.com. A little sadness here, and that is that the financially problematic folks that own Sports Illustrated, among other items du jour, there's been a lot of discussion around the Mavens operation of Sports Illustrated recently, from lawsuits over unpaid transition fees to handling of problematic hires to telling employees they should create burner accounts to spark community conversation. The latest issue there has seen several publishers and writers from team sites tweeting this week that they've been laid off thanks to COVID-19 pandemic issues. With that, coming months after Maven announced 6% layoffs at SI in March, in addition to the previous layoffs conducted under prior order Meredith last October, reportedly at Maven's behest, there may well be others out there besides those that we mentioned. It's definitely notable to see Maven making further cuts at their team sites, and it's interesting that 2 out of the 3 are at ACC schools, with that conference still planning to play football this fall. It's also notable that this happened at the same time one of Maven's writers announced they were launching a Syracuse, which is also an ACC site. Garcia Jr. had previously been at SI Maven as their director of football recruiting and a key contributor to their SI All-American football site. So the announcement doesn't indicate that they're bringing on someone new as they cut others. It seems to be more of a redistribution of responsibilities. It's interesting to see SI launching another college site at a point where they seem to be going away from some that they already have. And it certainly seems notable to see him even making further cuts right now and chalking them up to COVID-19. In fact, um, John Garcia Jr. is the gentleman who has launched the Syracuse on SI little tag. But people like Ashley Barnett, Mike McDaniel, and Chase Howell have been let go as things continue to slide due to COVID-19. What a boomer, eh? I agree with you wholeheartedly. Our next report, then we'll go for some scores and then some shout outs. So here we go. One more significant change for the NFL's TV coverage coming to the NFL broadcast in 2020 thanks to COVID-19 protocols. No cheerleaders, no mascots, no fans, no sideline reporters or pregame reporters. Well, let's try it again. Along with cheerleaders and mascots, sideline reporters and pregame reporters will not have on-field access this season, per the NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Of course, this doesn't mean that sideline reporters will go away this season. They just won't be on the field. This is a change we've seen on MLB broadcasts since the restart, with reporters being bumped from on-field or in dugout positions to spots in the stands, concourses, or outside the stadium during remote broadcasts of the road games. A few months ago, before the pandemic shut all live sports down and caused massive changes in our daily life and changed protocols in nearly every industry in the country, the XFL was given ridiculous access to viewers through their on-field reporters during games. The league's we loved the idea and wondered if the NFL could follow suit one day. Now, the league's new safety protocols will end up giving less access to reporters. And while that decision is defensible and the right thing to do, it's somewhat disappointing. Here's hoping the networks make lemonade out of the lemons dished out by not only the NFL, but COVID-19. Okay, we're at 37 minutes past the hour of midnight at the Oasis. And a reminder that if you're looking for our little bon mot of a show on Spreaker, Friday night at 11 o'clock, we're not on that night anymore. We are on Sunday night. So you can catch us live on tape on Spreaker, Last Call Cafe with yours truly, Steve the Baxman Baxley, Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the one, the only Jay the Brain Man. Sunday night, we start the recording, or we start the live on tape show at 11 p.m. Eastern, and we drop at, I do believe, midnight. So join us, won't you? I thank you. While we're on the subject, one more story here, and then we will go to some scoreboard. Michael Smith and Michael Holly, brother from another, will be their new show. It's but it won't be on NBCSN. It'll be on Peacock, NBC's streaming platform, as it continues to add sports programming in order to attract a wide audience. On Wednesday, NBC Universal announced a new original sports talk show with former SportsCenter host Michael Smith and NBC Sports Boston's Michael Holly will occupy a weekday afternoon slot on the service. The program will be titled Brother from Another and stream on Peacock from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. In addition to co-hosting, Smith and Holly will be the executive producers on the show, which will premiere sometime in September. So there you go. This will be the first on-air endeavor for Smith since leaving ESPN last October, following the cancellation of SC6 with Jamel Hill. That was the SportsCenter show. He was with ESPN for 15 years, beginning as an NFL reporter, and co-hosted His and Hers with Hill before moving to their own little shindig. SC6. According to the NBC Universal release, Smith has launched a production company called Inflection Point Entertainment, which has a development deal to produce content for Peacock. And the NBC Sports on Peacock channel is building a lineup with programming from early morning to early evening. Monday, August 24th, the Dan Patrick Show previously announced it was moving its streaming cast to Peacock and dumping YouTube, joining the Rich Eisen Show, which will stream exclusively on Peacock beginning October 5th, also leaving YouTube. Additionally, PFT Live with Mike Florio will take the morning slot beginning on September. The PFT crew will also produce a new evening show entitled PFT PM. Florio will host rotating analysts, including Charlene Williams, Peter King, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy, Chris Sims. Both shows will join the Peacock lineup in September. Here is the schedule. 7 to 9, PFT Live. 9 to noon, Dan Patrick Show. Noon to 3, The Rich Eisen Show. 3 to 6, Brother from Another. And at 6 to 7, it's PFT PM. And along with the upcoming Sports Talk lineup, Peacock will also feature Premier League matchups, the U.S. Open, U.S. Women's Open Golf Tournament, and an NFL wildcard game. Service will also stream events from the Tokyo Summer Games, pushed back due to COVID to 2021, and the Beijing Winter Games. Archival and original sports programming also available, including documentaries. This push for live programming is a different approach than other streaming services are currently taking. Let's see if all this will help Peacock stand out from the competition. Okay. You know what time it is? It is 12:41. And on our little streaming buddy here, it is time to get you on the scoreboard. Now, we already got the NBA, the NHL, and Major League Baseball, so we'll give you some soccer, some Japan, and other little sports bon mots for you if you will join us in celebration. I know I'm enjoying a celebration. Come on. Be friendly here. Got some good soccer, good baseball, and a few other little verbal wordages. So if you would like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, we got the fun for you. And yes, we're doing soccer first. Let's hope it's a short soccer list. Because here we go in the Europa League preliminaries. It was Tórshavn over St. Joseph's 2-1. Runavik over Barry 5-1. FC Santa Coloma and Urska ended up in a goose egg tie, so they added extra. And Urska wins it 1-0. Glentoran defeated Tórshavn 1-0. Colorán over La Florita 1-0 was that final score. Okay, we got very short club friendly, so let's see if we can do this in one fell. So, 2 games were canceled. Guja and Jetun Corinthians and Turkusu Munchin, AZ Alkmaar and Sitar were also canceled. Here were the finals of the rest of the bunch. Fredrika defeated Sanderdisk 3-2. Augsburg over Turku Munchin 4-1. Michelin over Hamburger 2-0. And Wurzburger Kickers tied at 2. Atromitos over Guyana 3-0. Franak over Haas Munstatten 6-2. Almere City over Den Bosch 1-0. Fortuna Köln over Hennef 2-1 score. As Eichstätt defeated Ingolstadt 2-1. Cray a 2-0 win over Minotard. Lipstadt a 4-0 win over Klarholz. Kottenbrunn a 4-0 winner over Bergensdorf. Boom went to Dynamite They were dynamite. They beat St. Nicholas 6-0. Crayfield Fishing defeated Rellinghausen 5-0. St. Mojitas over Glenville 4-1. And Utrecht over Heerenveen 4-1. In baseball, I told you we already did the NHL and the NBA, so here we go. And Major League Baseball too. Here we go. In baseball, Japan, the NPB, Chiba Marines. Thank you. Chiba Marines over the Fukuoka Silverhawks 5-4, 5-10-0 Marines. 4-9-0 Hawks. Flores gets the big win. He's 2-1. Kayama gets the big loss. He's also 2-1. Yokohama Bay Stars over the Hiroshima Carp 10-1, 10-14-0 for the Bay Stars, 1-6-2 for the Carp. Johnson for the Carp gets his fifth loss. Peoples gets the split of the win. He's 1-1 on the Bay Star side. It went extras, and unfortunately, it didn't end. Well, it did, but there was no conclusion. Nippon Ham Fighters and the Rakuten Golden Eagles tied at 3. Final score 3-8-0 for the Fighters, 3-7-0 for the Eagles. Cebu Lions over the Yorick Buffaloes 6-4, 6-17-0 for the Lions, 4-10-1 for the Buffaloes. Yoshida for the Buffaloes gets the loss. He split the uprights. He's 1-1. Hirai gets the win for the Cebu Lions. He's 5-2. The Akut Swallows bunched up against the Chunichi Dragons 7-3, 7-11-1 for the Swallows, 3-8-2 for the Dragons. Takanashi gets the big win for the Swallows. He's 2 up and 2 down. Yanagi gets the loss for the Dragons. He's 2-3. And the Omuri Giants played a simple game and beat the Hanshin Tigers for the simple with the simple score 2-0. 2-6-0 for the Giants, 0-4-0 for the Tigers. Togo for the Giants gets the win. He's 6-2. Iyagi gets the loss for the Hanshin Tigers. He's 5-3. And South Korean in South Korea, the old KBO, Korean broadcast there. I'm back to saying it like that. Korean Baseball Organization, the Lodi Giants over the Doosan Bears, 6-5, 6-11-0 for the Giants, 5-14-0 for the Bears. KT Wiz Swan over the Hanwha Eagles, 3-0, 3-6-0 for the Swan, 0-2-0 for the Eagles. Dinos over the Tigers, 14-2, 14-21-1 for the NC Dinos, 2-5-1 for the Kia Tigers. The Kwoon Heroes over the LG Twins, 6-5, 6-8-2 for the Heroes, 5-9-1 for the Twins, and the Samsung Lions defeated the Wyverns, 8-3, 8-9-0 for the Lions, 3-11-3 for the Wyverns. It's time right now. We do it good or we don't do it. It's time to say hi to some friends. And here we go, people. Friendly occasion. We start by saying a hello to Dorothy Malone, Courtney Lynn Elwood, and her group. Hi, how are you? Brenda Dixon, Real Deal Linda Steele, Cleo Lied. How y'all doing? Okay, there you are. Thank you. Happy birthday to Chris Lewis. Hi there, Brenda Dixon, Donna Payne, Angela Peterson, Christina Peterson, Yvonne Marie Pickrell, Ricky Pickrell, Jay the Brain Man, Brenda Gaminsky, Yuki Tanaka, Anne-Marie Mann, Itanji, the Jewish rapper, Harold Robbins, Matthew Nichols, Panda Yen, Amy Hayes, Morris Hayes, Frida Hayes, Anthony Pickrell, Bobby Langford, Bobby Strauss, Jerry Nichols, Nancy Nichols, Rigo Flores, Shannon Walsh, Hilda Clark Bowen, Stephen Rivera, Mike Polta Jr. How y'all doing? Of course, When I say my buddies, I'm also saying hi to George Templeton, Marley Wiley, Jeff Rollo, Blind Lemon, all my friends, Nellie K9, Mrs. Nellie K9, all my friends from daysofthebasement.com.au and the AFL chat. And George, you got my sympathies, buddy. That's right. Get ready, get set, and let's go, go, go. Okay. Twitter. Yes, Twitter. I'm going to say hi to Beth McLeod, January J. Keaton, all my friends on Facebook. Samantha O'Neill, Casey Ann, Monica Cram, Gary Cram. There we go. And to all my friends who I care a lot about over at Facebook. I love you, including my relatives from Georgia. Myra and her husband, Daryl. Brandon, Shelley, Stuart, Tina. Who else? Mia St. John, how you doing? Lena and Gwen, hi. Alex Boom Boom Sims from Channel 6. Sean Boyles. Pete Oeda, Louisa Fernanda, Mandy Summers, Mia St. John, Travis, Marielle Liu, Angela Bucks, Dan Leach, Jordan Hewitt, Lisa Guerrero, Heather Childers, Ivy McKellen, Chuck Thomas, of course, the one and only magical, mystical, of course, I have to speak in the beautifulness of life, liberty, and the pursuit of a happy world. There has to be a morning after. A gentleman who has not been on Twitter for a while or Facebook, and I wonder why, Mr. Scott. And we love the words flange. Greg Scott, what has happened to you, sir? We miss you. And hopefully you will be back with us amongst the fun-thrilled excavations. Claudia Trejos, Kellyanne Collins, how y'all doing? Wyatt Holiday, of course, Peter Gilmore, and Charlie's London, Mindy Stearns, Stacey Hayes, all the good folks on Twitter and on the gram of Instant. We say to thee, hi, how are you? I know we're supposed to be off, but I want to give full expression of appreciation. We haven't done the Audrey Dahlgren, all my friends at TV6, WLNS, Audrey Dahlgren, Alex Sims, Nick Mantis over there at WLNS. Watch their sportscast, watch their newscast. In fact, TV6 is the unofficial official station of hi do to and to all the good folks. And I mean good folks, because that's what you are. Good folks. You guys are incredible. You are indeed. And we love you all very much. To all my friends, to all my friends everywhere, thank you. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And by the way, try the new Facebook. It's good. I should know I switched earlier tonight because they're dumping the old Facebook and leaving us with a new, I'm going to say very easy Facebook. But we'll talk about that and a lot more sportsification tomorrow. Once again, after either the Stanley Cup playoffs, first round, or the conclusion of the first round of the NBA playoffs, we will definitely be here. Now, little program reminder for those of you who love to hear the Last Call Cafe. Now that we're part of Spreaker, we've tried several times, about 3 times, to do our show at a regular time on Friday, but we've run into tech issues. So we are going to try different tact. We're going to move the Last Call Cafe on Spreaker to Sunday night at 11 o'clock, and hopefully we won't have any tech issues. So a reminder, we're going to post that up on my Facebook page and on the Last Call Cafe fan page on Facebook that we are moving. We're moving day. We're moving days. Instead of Friday, we'll be on Sunday night at 11. It'll give us more freedom than ever to do what we want. And the L2C Sports Final will be at its position, but this time, of course, we got the Stanley Cup or the NBA playoffs that will hold us back for a while. So we hope you'll tune in to the L2C Sports Final on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Lugnut6. And I know I haven't done a commentary, one of my commentaries for a while. That's because I've been busy with other things, but now I got some free time. I might as well get those done, and I plan to do them tomorrow. All 7 editions in one day. That's going to be fun. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be a bit crazy, but then again, hey, consider the source. So, folks, I am the busiest person in a non-working day. Well, actually, it is work because I love doing this. I hope you love it too. Need more people to find out about it. So if all of you that are watching me right now can spread the word that there is a show that is funny, outrageous, and unusual and does sports, I'd be very happy. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I am going to shear the hair sometime Tuesday. And I might just schmush the beard a little bit to get it more manageable and make me look good. Anyway, thank you all very much for your friendship, your guidance, your opinions. I love you all. Thank you. And to everyone on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you're all my friends. I love you all. Thank you. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. And until tomorrow, after either Stanley Cup or the NBA playoffs first round, I always remind you that no matter what sport you follow, no matter what sport you like, may your favorite team always be winners. And good night, America, wherever and whomever ye may be. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, everybody, from all of us here at the L2C Sports Final and and Mystifying Creativity Productions and L2C Sports, to which this program was produced for. There you go. I did the credits. Very sneaky, aren't I? Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, comment as you see fit. No more ads for little. And I don't want to see any ads. If you want to, please comment. Okay? I love the comments, even those that think I suck, because I really don't. I'm a nice guy who loves sports. See you next. We'll see you next week. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a good one. Thank you. Gotta wait for that little thing, don't I? Yes, I do. Good night, everybody.